EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. It's Otten in motion. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can
carry that ball loosely, and it is out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to bring that one back in. Tampa Bay will indeed retain possession. So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Young. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Are you kidding me? What are we doing? Indeed, fight already. Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
On fourth down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
This one caught left side by Evans.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. They go play action with Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Oh, and And that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
The Panthers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now downward. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Young. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle.
And he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's Sam Martin now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Now Baker keeping it on the zone read. The ball comes out.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 31-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Panther first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. This sounds a screen here to Hubbard. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. A throw left side, caught by Sanders. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third and 5. From the gun, it's Young. This one just too far for the receiver out front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, Young. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff. Hubbard heading right. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Tremble comes in motion. On third down, here's Hubbard. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On fourth down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead. It just doesn't work out.
On first down is Mayfield. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. They get the center, Graham Barton. To throw is Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 40.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an...
White loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back. And he dodged the bullet.
Third down, they need 5. It's Otten in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive games, I'm not going to lie, I don't typically love them. Well, then this game is for you. I mean, neither team can seem to get anything going here in the first half. And after that incompletion, will likely end to another scoreless drive for this offense.
It's Riley Dixon coming on now, as he is on to punt for Tampa Bay. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Levante David doing his work on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Young. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Buccaneers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. Baker going to hand it to White. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with White. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
It's Otten in motion. Now Mayfield. Caught. It's Evans. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. He'll run with White. And he's in. Rashad White. Touchdown Buccaneers. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Oh, the ball's out. The Bucs have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. But there is a flag down into the play, back by the quarterback. Let's see. What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So the ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bucs will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. It's Otten in motion. White. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Second down throw from Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to right. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Young. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Ike Mukwanu, former 6th overall pick, guilty on that one. On 2nd down, Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they'll at least get that penalty yardage back. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 3rd and 10.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's White. And he'll get forward for a couple. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle.
Christian Roseboom. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Baker to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. They send Evans in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
They motion the slot man left. From the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This from 30 yards out. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Here's Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. Forced to his right. He'll try to run for it. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
26 yards.
A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let it
over, in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And just a short pickup there to the 35.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. The give to White. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 10-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. As we are ready to get back underway. Pass throws deep for Godwin. And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. To return is Hubbard. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Now Young. Now a screen set up for ETN. He's going to get forward for about 5 yards, but this one might be coming back. Awesome. Let's check in with the referee. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun, it's Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. The motion man here is Mitchell. A run with the rookie from Georgia is Trevor Etienne. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On 2nd down, Baker. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 11.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Young to throw on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Young. That's complete to Etienne. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Leggett in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one intercepted.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. And this is not going to have enough steam at all. It is short. No good. Don't think it was tipped. Just a bad kick. And they were unable to unlock the extra point. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Tommy Tremble, the tight end man he was looking for there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Drive begins with a run by Washington. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Another run here with White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now give up the middle. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Tackled by Tershawn Wharton. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Slot man in motion left. 2nd down throw from Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak, and they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line, and the drive continues. 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
A 59-yard attempt.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. ETN ahead at the pistol. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll run. It's ETN. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On the ground, here's ETN. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Young. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Tremble comes in motion. To throw, Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A 53-yard attempt.
And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
It's first down, and they'll run. Oh, the ball's in. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to bring that one back in. Tampa Bay will indeed retain possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 11-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. It'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Throwing is Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Buccaneers add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Here's Young. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On comes the punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Bucs offense ready to take over possession of the football. unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. They'll try to set up the screen here. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for Buccaneers 1st down.
Gain of 12 yards. Complete to Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They send Evans in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Mayfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Taken down back at the 20.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll motion a tight end right. Throwing is Baker. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Young to throw. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. They field to throw on 1st and 10. Going right, it's taken in. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Baker to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Damari Mathis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. From the gun. Oh, a loose football. The Bucs have it. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa. And, Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs stretch things out even further.
Buccaneers 36, Panthers nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Horn now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Young to throw on 1st and 10. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. On 1st down is Young. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie
this year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On play action, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Second and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Ashawn Robinson there on the play.
That's a gain of 4.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
15 yards. That's good for a first down. First and 10.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Mayfield to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. A second effort, and he is in. Sean Tucker. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers add on to their already sizable lead.
Panthers nothing.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And maybe a little more conservative approach following that interception on the last drive. With nobody open, instead of forcing it downfield, he just throws it away. And, You can tell he's trying to avoid another costly mistake.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. The ball comes out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. And that one not going to have enough legs behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Horn now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That'll be swung out wide to Brooks. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
This is 3rd and 6. Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Young. That's caught by Brooks. So get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back set to go once more. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Baker going to hand it to White. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Now Baker keeping it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Jalen McMillan, what he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Look at play action with Young. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll try and get there, and he Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. Second down and 8. To throw, Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Tremble comes in motion. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? They run with White, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Baker looking middle here, and he's got McMillan. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Jalen McMillan. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Mayfield. And that is incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage. And he knocks it away.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. They'll bring this up to the 22. From his corner spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, Young. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Young. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient, but either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now it's White, and he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. On the RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Baker to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and 11. On play action, Young. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will add one more onto their big lead. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Chase McLaughlin.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Horn now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Dalton. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
That'll be swung out wide to Brooks. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Out of the shotgun, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And for all the interceptions that he's thrown this game, kind of wish he would have gotten the message sooner. If it's not there, just get rid of it. Sometimes the best play in football is don't try to force it.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
As you can probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines. 3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
To throw is Mayfield. Oh, the ball's out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to bring that one back in. Tampa Bay will indeed retain possession.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Young. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Motion.
Now it's Dalton. The throw here is complete. From up and down, just shy of the 40. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Carolina first down.
At the 39-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Dalton to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 43, here's second down and 6. Dalton working from the pistol. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Bucs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's White. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Mayfield to throw. They'll set up the screen to White. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs, and defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's Ibuka in motion. 2nd down throw from Mayfield. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. Third down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got it at the 7. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Tampa Bay.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Now it is first and goal. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Second and goal.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got two options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing here on third and goal. That is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag in the backfield. That might be a late hit on the quarterback. What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up first and goal. On the give, it's White. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
At the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Now give on the ground, and he will power his way into the end zone. Sean Tucker, touchdown Tampa. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. And now another extra point off the mark. 3 misses on extra points in this game alone. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Horn now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. Short one there, caught by Tremble. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Dalton. That's caught by Brooks. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Now Dalton. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down into the play, backed by the quarterback. Let's see. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
2nd and 10. To throw is Dalton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Dalton. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Start on the ground, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Baker. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away.
For Tampa Bay.
The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
1st down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
He's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. He'll take this forward for about 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. second down, it's Brooks. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Here's Dalton. This one to the tight end, Tremble. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll look to throw. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a lot of football.
So the sideline saves the turnover, but now this brings up 4th down. So, Mike, after dodging a bullet there, and you say, okay, we got away with one there, it's 4th down. How aggressive do I want to be? Do you feel better about your punt unit coming on and saying, hey, better than bringing our defense out after the turnover? Or do you say, hey, let's take advantage of this opportunity by keeping our offense on the field and see if we can extend this drive?
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On the RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On play action, Mayfield. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
And that should have been a big one. There's no excuse to drop a ball like that. A sure-handed receiver that's this good. I'm not sure if he just didn't track it. I'm not sure if he lost sight of it for a split second. But you get open downfield at this level, that's got to be a big play.
Here's Mayfield. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Now it's Dalton. Over the middle he locates McMillan. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. We'll go once more with Brooks. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. One broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt.
For Carolina.
Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here's a 2nd and 12. Baker to throw. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. That's Ibuka in motion. Off the play fake. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Panthers are going to recover the football. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Give up the middle. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Stick with him again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. it is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Third and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. We get on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Now Dowdle. Room to run at the 35. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Dalton to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work.